Welcome to the mysterious world of Gnosticism, where ancient beliefs and cosmic drama collide. Today, we're delving into the enigmatic figure of Yaldabaoth, a malevolent god and demiurge who plays a central role in various Gnostic sects. The pronunciation of this otherworldly being's name is a mouthful, ⲒⲀⲀⲀ. Greek, it's written as, while the Latin version is Ialdabaoth. For centuries, theories abounded, with many deriving the name from an unattested Aramaic word supposedly meaning chaos. This revelation sent shockwaves through the academic community, forcing scholars to reconsider their understanding of Yaldabaoth's name and its origins. However, this widely accepted etymology was turned on its head in 1974 when the Jewish historian Gershom Scholem published a groundbreaking analysis. The Coptic rendering of this name is equally intriguing. Scholem's 1974 analysis exposed the flaws in these theories, leading to a mass retraction of support for the previously accepted etymology. However, this interpretation wasn't without its critics. Black objected, noting that ⲒⲀⲀ is sometimes described as one of Yaldabaoth's sons in Gnostic texts. He instead suggested the name might mean son of shame or son of Baal, drawing connections to Hebrew biblical traditions. The roots of Yaldabaoth's mythology can be traced back to ancient Egypt and the complex interplay between Egyptian, Greek, and Jewish cultures. Some scholars, like Gilles Quispel, even lamented the loss of such a poetic interpretation. Interestingly, a tradition developed in the Ptolemaic kingdom that identified Yahweh, the god of the Jews, with Seth. These claims spread throughout the Greco-Roman world, with famous variations including stories of donkey idols discovered in the Jerusalem temple. Later, similar charges were leveled against early Christians, as evidenced by the infamous Alexamenos graffito depicting a crucified, donkey-headed Jesus. This connection was further solidified during the Hellenistic period when Seth began to be depicted as a man with a donkey's head. Gnosticism emerged during the late 1st century CE, blending elements of Jewish, Christian, and pagan thought. At its core, Gnosticism emphasized spiritual knowledge gnosis over faith, presenting a cosmology that distinguished between the highest, unknowable God and the demiurge, creator of the material universe. Each theory offers a unique perspective on the nature and origins of this enigmatic figure. His actions, according to Gnostic myths, included causing the Great Flood and making covenants with biblical figures like Abraham. The coming of Christ in this narrative was seen as a way to remind people of their higher origin and prepare them for liberation from Yaldabaoth's material prison. In the Apocryphon of John, he is described as the first of 3 names given to the domineering archon alongside Sackless and Samael. This figure, born from the intersection of ancient cultures and spiritual speculation, continues to fascinate scholars and spiritual seekers alike. Whether viewed as a malevolent demiurge or a misunderstood creator, Yaldabaoth remains a powerful symbol of humanity's quest to understand its place in the cosmos and the nature of divinity itself. The Pistis Sophia portrays him as a fallen ruler, torturing souls in the depths of chaos. Other texts depict him as a rebellious angel, or even identify him with the Roman god Saturn. This interpretation turns traditional biblical narratives on their head, casting the serpent in the Garden of Eden as a liberator who brings knowledge to humanity, freeing them from Yaldabaoth's control. He is said to be the son of Sophia, the personification of wisdom in Gnostic thought. Sophia created Yaldabaoth imperfectly, and he received powers of light from his mother but used them for evil. In his act of creation, Yaldabaoth emptied himself of his supreme power, unwittingly instilling a divine spark in humanity. Some, like the Valentinians, saw the demiurge as merely ignorant and incompetent, trying his best to fashion the world but lacking the power to maintain its goodness. Prepare to unravel the secrets of this lion-headed serpent and explore the complex mythology surrounding his existence. Imagine a cosmic jailer holding the keys to our earthly existence while denying us access to higher spiritual realms. The tale of plagues and destruction visited upon Egypt by Yahweh naturally led to negative reactions among Egyptians. Some even began to draw parallels between Yahweh's actions and the attributes of Seth, who was associated with foreigners, deserts, and storms. Yaldabaoth, also known as Jaldabaoth or Ialdabaoth, is a name that has puzzled scholars for centuries. But what exactly is Yaldabaoth? According to Gnostic beliefs, he is a false god who keeps souls trapped in physical bodies, imprisoned in the material universe he created. The etymology of Yaldabaoth's name has been a subject of intense debate among scholars. Scholem's work revealed that the previously accepted etymology was based on a fabricated term found in a single corrupted text from 1859. The first recorded attempt to decipher the name came in 1575 when Fuardentius proposed a Hebrew origin meaning the child of fathers, but it was Matter's 1828 theory that gained significant traction, suggesting the name combined Hebrew words for child and emptiness or darkness. Adolf Hilgenfeld, Building on Matter's work, proposed an Aramaic origin meaning child of chaos. This became the prevailing theory for nearly a century, endorsed by prominent scholars and even finding its way into respected Aramaic dictionaries. Matter interpreted this to mean child of darkness, an element of chaos. This poetic interpretation captured the imagination of scholars and inspired further speculation, but as with many things in the world of ancient mythology and religion, appearances can be deceiving. Scholem's own theory proposed that Yaldabaoth meant begetter of Sabaoth, combining Aramaic and Hebrew terms. The debate over Yaldabaoth's name continues to this day, with scholars proposing various interpretations based on Aramaic, Hebrew, and Syriac linguistic roots, but Yaldabaoth's story goes beyond mere etymology to understand his role in Gnostic thought. We must explore the historical context that gave rise to these beliefs. In the 7th century BC, following the Assyrian conquest of Egypt, the god Seth fell out of favor with the Egyptians. The story of the Exodus, as told in the Hebrew Bible, played a crucial role in shaping Egyptian perceptions of the Jewish God. This conflation of Yahweh and Seth gave rise to accusations of onolatry, donkey worship. Against the Jews, it's within this complex cultural milieu that Gnostic beliefs about Yaldabaoth began to take shape. In many Gnostic systems, Yaldabaoth is identified as this demiurge, a malevolent creator god who traps souls in physical bodies and rules over a world of suffering. However, it's important to note that not all Gnostic sects viewed the creator of the material universe as inherently evil. Yaldabaoth features prominently in various Gnostic texts, many of which were discovered in the Nag Hammadi library. The cosmogony surrounding Yaldabaoth is a fascinating tale of celestial drama. This spark became a source of constant conflict, with Yaldabaoth attempting to deprive humans of their divine light or keep them in bondage. As we conclude our exploration of Yaldabaoth, we're left with a complex tapestry of beliefs that challenge traditional religious narratives.